I'm Amy.
I'm Delia.
And I'm Wendell. And welcome to
Yes,
But
Why
Podcast. Yeah.
Craziest question is exactly the way to say it, though. My crazy questions are kind of bummer questions at the same time. So.
I love that.
All right.
Let's get sad.
Well, I think first off, we should definitely just say, hey guys, thanks for coming to do our show with us. This is really fun.
It was a pleasure, an honor
It's not there.
that you asked.
We have R&R here. We have Red and Roy.
Yeah.
Honor.
R&R.
Well,
how much do you love that?
there's something like like rest and relaxation.
Yeah, did I just give you guys something?
That's something.
'Cause yay.
That's
It's our
something.
tag team.
Oh, sick. No, we had another tag team.
Can you be Resty? No, that's a Rest Red. Relaxation Red works. That's a good name for you.
I don't like that.
Relaxation Red, you put him to sleep.
No, Mr. Monday.
Anyway.
That's the best one.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Okay, I guess, my first question is, favorite wrestlers of all time?
Motherfucker.
You guys got 3 hours?
No, of all time. And I mean, I'm saying one.
Just,
you get
one?
one apiece. I'm not giving you 5 or 3.
I know your answer. You know mine.
I know your answer.
I know your answer.
Okay, how about this?
Yeah.
You tell me what
Yeah.
his answer is and why, and vice versa.
Okay. So Red's favorite wrestler is Mick Foley. 100%. 100%. As a matter of fact, you're going to have to remind me of the grade you were in. But for a speech class, perhaps, or an English class.
I was junior in high school.
He's a junior in high school. Keep in mind, we didn't know each other in high school, by the way. We just know each other now, real well. He performed in front of his class Cane Dewey. What's Cane Dewey, you may ask? Cane Dewey is the greatest promo in the history of professional wrestling. And that's not him saying that, that's me saying that as well as him. So Mick Foley was Cactus Jack in ECW.
Yes.
And his
didn't know you were going to the story.
real quick. His son's name is Dewey. And Cactus Jack was a bad guy in ECW, and someone held up a sign in the front row that said Cane Dewey, like hit Dewey, his 6-year-old son, with a cane. So that caused him to just go off.
No, he was a good guy too. He wasn't a bad guy.
He wasn't a bad guy
No, he's a
then?
good guy.
That-
That's the thing that bothered. Like everyone's
Brought him
cheering him,
over.
and there's just one asshole in the crowd, just like cane your son, and it broke him. And he did a promo about it. That just like he was just really mad at that fan, and it just showed. It was a really good speech. And I did that in a speech class while other people were doing like Martin Luther King, and I'm just like, you son of a bitch.
Was there a costume involved there?
No, it was just it was a public speaking class.
Okay. What's Roy's favorite wrestler and why?
Sting.
It's Sting.
It's the man they call Sting.
It is the man they call Sting, that's true.
Okay.
The surfer dude Sting, not even like regular Sting.
Okay, not
you
Crow
love,
Sting.
Hold on a
you
second.
love Sting. You love Crow Sting.
I love all Stings.
But I think you're a surfer dude Sting.
I'm a surfer dude Sting
Oh no,
guy.
you're a Wolfpack Sting.
I was a big Wolfpack Sting
You're
because
Wolfpack
when I
Sting.
first started liking wrestling, he was in the Wolfpack, and I'd heard about Sting. My favorite Sting is Bad Guy Sting. Bad Guy Sting existed for 2 months in 1999. He broke into Ric Flair's house and put his wife in the Scorpion Deathlock.
Wow.
What?
Wait, in North Carolina?
Yeah!
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
All
Wow.
versions
Hey, well
of Sting
done.
are great. Good job, pal.
That's good.
Okay,
Wow.
so
That was adorable.
Right?
That was like such a beautiful little like friendship moment where you're like, you're right, friend.
It'd be so good on the Newlywed Game.
Oh my god.
You know, I actually thought about doing that. I thought it would be great to do that kind of thing, but instead of with newlyweds, with like best friends. Like to find people who's like, can you
Buds.
and your best friend do this kind of thing? Yeah, and it's also
Buds.
like the whole time I'm just like smoking weed on stage.
Yeah.
What's up?
How good
Welcome
friends
to
are you?
I feel like we would have to.
Both of you, turn around. Turn around. Screaming at him.
You
Stop
win!
screaming.
you probably wouldn't even have to change the questions either. It's like, what's Red's favorite place to make whoopee? And Red just knows.
I know!
Yeah, he just knows.
I do know!
It's a
You don't know
gazebo
my
in the
favorite.
springtime.
I don't
You know?
think
I may know.
You could get a good guess, but I don't think you know.
Oh my
I
god.
give a good guess.
That's disturbing, and I don't want to think that either one of you. I can't imagine the context in which you would discuss it.
Oh, shit.
You know what my favorite place to make poopy is?
Basically how it came
We're
up.
bored for a while. We're just like talking for hours.
Long car rides.
See, I actually definitely don't want to know if that's how you phrased it to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys are sitting around and felt like that was the proper wording for the question for your bros, then like, I don't need that answer from you guys. So.
Okay,
context to it,
here's
yeah.
one. Tell me the story of your worst roommate situation. Just to jump on the idea that good old Red's moving into a new place.
Yeah.
Hope
I
this
got it.
isn't
Oh, I got
one.
it.
Oh, great.
It's mine.
I'm so glad.
Attic apartment.
Is it just for
ro-
you, or is it
Yeah,
other
just-
roommates?
What?
Did you have, like,
Oh,
roommates?
no, I have roommates. It's like it's a house.
I mean, yeah, like, does it count
I
if
have
they're
house.
all below you?
Oh, yeah, the kitchen's
Castle.
downstairs.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I have my own bathroom.
That's helpful.
I have my own bathroom. It's a small place. It's real.
It's okay.
Real cozy.
It's great.
Real cozy, but it's a nice backyard, too. I like backyards. And I'm on the uppermost floor, which I like, too.
That's
I like to be the one making the noise, not the one hearing it.
So tell me about bad roommates.
Bad roommates.
What are bad roommates that you've had in your life?
First.
Me first? Okay. Okay. Cool. Worst roommate, ironically enough, he's a good friend of mine.
You can change the names to protect the innocent.
I don't know if he'll ever hear this. I don't even know if he's, whatever. He was, so I moved to Astoria, Queens from New Jersey in July 9th, 2012, and I was living with two people who I considered my best friends at the time. One of them is still, he's wonderful. And the other one, who's the bad roommate, is fine. We're fine. We're okay, guys. He never, I actually stayed at his apartment last week when I was in Jersey because it snowed real hard and I got stuck. I got stuck in the middle of New Jersey, and he happened to live in that town with his fiance. They're getting married in April. He just was, I was like a fresh-faced 22-year-old. First time living away from home. I'd never lived away from home, didn't go to college like that.
Yeah.
So never lived in dorms or anything. So I was like, oh, it's going to be fun. Me and my buds. And it was cool, it was fine. But he was a big drinker. And he worked like restaurant jobs. As Wendell, you can contend.
Yeah. No, we are all big drinkers.
But not that, but it's that you are...
Your hours are
The hours are
terrible.
weird.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was working 9 to 5. My other roommate was working 9 to 5. He was off Mondays and Tuesdays. So he's like, oh, it's for Friday and Saturday, man. Well, it's not our Friday and Saturday, Brian. So he would come home real late, real drunk with another one of his friends who was from Texas. They're all from Texas, by the way.
The guy with the mustache. Love that dude.
His name's Stephen Herndon. And technically, he could be my worst roommate because he lived on our floor the first 3 months that I was in the apartment with them in the living
most
room.
clean-cut guy you'd ever meet. He's just tall, very tall, lanky, like American nerd looks, with like a mustache,
so hot.
with a
real
mustache,
bad mustache.
and with those dad glasses, and he just looked like a straight out of like 1970s nerd.
He used to just
with,
want to
like,
make
a
out with
good-looking
everybody.
guy.
Oh my god, this sounds like my porn. That's exactly the man I'm always looking for.
He would get real drunk and just be like, you don't know the blues. So he would say, you don't know the blues, man. And then one time he called the cop a pig. He was drunk in public, like stumbling through the streets with Brian, my roommate. And the cop was like, hey man, you gotta get out of here. Like, just go home. He was being cool. He was like, go home. Just don't be in public. He's like, you're a fucking pig, man. Fuck you, man. And he's like, well, I'm gonna have to write you a ticket then. And then he'd go, oh man, come on, don't do that. It's my birthday, man. Don't do that. It was his birthday. Big idiot. But Brian would drink all the time. He would be out Monday and Tuesday. He'd bring people back. He'd bring weird random girls back. And like, not in like a cool way. In like a way. Like, it's Wednesday night, me and Chris, who is my other roommate, and like my girlfriend are watching a movie in the living room, and then in stumbles this girl who's like, woo! And it's like, it's Wednesday, dude. Like, chill out. It's okay. And then he was in charge of the electric bill. He never paid. We kept paying him, but he never paid it.
Hey.
He left the apartment with like $1,700 in unpaid electric bills.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just gonna follow him wherever he goes. It's fine. But happy ending.
So that didn't fall into your lap. You didn't have to pay the $70.
Was it in his name?
It was in his name.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we just called and they were like, he moved out. You can find him. This is his new address. But
So when he moved out, did you guys just like do it in your names in the same house? Is that
we, when he moved out, another person moved in. Her name was Galit. She was very delightful, Galit.
Fun story about that, but that's a different
Fun story about
There's too
Galit.
much explanation that has to go in.
And I moved, and then I moved, and which leads me to what I wanted to talk about real quick.
Tell us.
Today, 1 year ago today, my train stopped in Austin, Texas from New Jersey, and I moved here 1 year ago today. This guy picked me up.
dude? Congrats!
Wow,
Awesome.
congrats.
I just found out. I forgot. I didn't realize this today until you mentioned it before.
Yeah, it was on a
Wow.
Wednesday.
I didn't realize a train could take you that, like, could bring you.
It was
from
multiple
Jersey to here.
trains.
Okay. So
I went to Chicago, and then from
Chicago.
Chicago, I came down here, and that was like 30 hours.
Wow, you took a train
I took a
here.
train down here.
I didn't realize that.
I had to.
Ugh.
I had to.
The way you
You're
worded
just,
that.
As a
why
dope
you had
option.
to?
It's a dope
it's a dope option, and I know I'm never going to do it again. I've always wanted to take a
If you had the
cross-country trip by
opportunity,
myself.
like a week, how long? How many
it's-
days?
It was 4 days.
4 days. Fine, even 4 days. 4 days of journey. I would journey for 4 days.
Yeah, it's hipster chic for sure.
It's
Get
dreadfully
so
boring.
stir crazy, it'd
Yeah.
be crazy. Oh.
There was no internet either.
Was there a drink cart? Or
There was a
anything?
drink cart.
You didn't have a car,
cart.
did you?
What?
You didn't have a car, did you?
A car?
Like your own.
Oh no, I didn't have my own. That's
Or
like
with someone?
$500 to do that. That's nuts. It was me and the Amish because the Amish don't fly,
Yeah.
so it was just me and the Amish.
Wait, but they don't find the train
just
to be
me
too
and the
modern?
Amish.
Yeah,
I feel like can you
oh.
write a
In their
book?
head, it's a steam locomotive.
Fair enough.
Can you
pretend.
write a book and that be the title? Just me and the Amish.
Me and the Amish.
No problem.
Just about your exploits in Texas. It doesn't even like.
That's so great.
Wait, you guys aren't Amish? Very confused.
Listen, it doesn't matter. In the story I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I'm a runaway. Shh, you're Amish.
You're Amish.
Call it. You're on your rum spring or whatever it is you people are doing these days.
They're all on Rumspring that heading to Austin, Texas.
Yeah, right.
I wanna. What's your worst roommate story?
Bryson.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
mind saying his name.
Wow.
He was that much of a
It
burden.
was my first apartment in Weehawken. We were top floor, of course. I wanted to be on the top floor. And I had roof access, and I was up there every night smoking weed, worshipping the moon. I called it. So I was out there every night smoking weed and just staring at the moon, and maybe making phone calls. I was making a lot of phone calls, and then real late night
so
phone
many
calls.
calls.
And I was there for a while. I had this job, and then I forget how it happened, but the lies came falling down. He was not the he's not the owner of the building, as he stated. He's not the owner of the apartment, as he stated. He does not have any sublease agreements. And I realized, I didn't have to do anything to get the apartment. I didn't sign anything. I just was like month by month basis. So maybe I should take that to a friend. He was charging me and this other roommate. There was 3 rooms. Me and this other roommate. He was charging us the entire rent, just me and the other guy. And the other guy wasn't paying any rent. And the thing is, that's possible. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I found out about it, and then I just went to town. And then I found out that it was other things as well. Like he took my deposit. He was charging. We paid all the utilities. Just a lot of things. And so then I found out about it, and I just made this fake letter of all these lists. I was like, yeah. So I contacted my attorney, and he just told me to state these things to you. And I just rattled off 2 pages worth of things why he's not allowed to do whatever he did. It was all bullshit, but I was working at a tech company, and I talked about contracts a lot, so I know the legalese a little bit. I was looking at the contract agreement that they have to sign.
Sure.
And boy, oh boy, did I go through it. And I read it to him, and he freaked out. He gave me my money back. I had 2 more months free of rent, and I lost out. But then he tried to break into my room, so I had to get a locksmith to put a lock in my room because he was going to try to show the room while I was at work. He tried to sell it and get rid of all my shit. So then I had to put a lock on my door, and that went on for a few weeks. Then he vanished.
Did he vanish?
And then he messed with the plumbing. I had showers that were just trickling out, and it was just like, you son of a bitch, you don't shower like this. I hear it.
Wow, that is dastardly.
And I didn't know how to fix it. Oh boy,
Wow.
never got my hands on him. He was always hiding.
It sounds like you lived with a gremlin. It
You
sounds
look like you look like a young, athletic, of Asian descent Kevin Bacon.
He's